If you need a place to cash your paycheck or are looking for a little extra cash, stop by AAA Pawn and Armory. AAA Pawn and Armory has a wide selection of slightly used items such as TVs, guitars, golf clubs, tools, jewelry, and more. They also have a large inventory of rifles, shotguns, and handguns, as well as ammo in stock. So whether you are looking for your next firearm, TV, or other item, or you just need to cash a check or pawn something for a little extra money, don't go anywhere but AAA Pawn and Armory, 132 West Kansas Avenue in Garden City.
It's coming! It's headed right for us! It's already here!
Garden City Wind Baseball returns May 28th, and you can catch all the action on Dry River Radio. Swung on and hit deep. Back to the track, to the wall. Touch them all down, men, buddy. We're tied at 7. Join the award-winning broadcast team and hear every game, home and away, on the Dry River Radio app or dryriverservices.com. O'Donnell comes set. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. He strikes out the side, and Garden City is going to the Mountain Division Championship Series. The Garden City Wind will look to run it back as Mountain North champs and look for that elusive Mountain Division Championship and a Pecos League title as well. Here are all the action starting May 28th, right here on Dry River Radio. That's right, bench warmers. It is Ridin the Pine, presented by AAA Pawn and Armory, right here on Dry River Radio. Joey Dean, Steve Jackson, Stevie Sticks.
Yeah, I'm here.
Stevie Sticks hanging out with us here as we get through this Friday. Happy Friday to you. Second edition of Ridin the Pine. Officially the second edition.
Yeah.
After Hours doesn't really count as an edition. It was just kind of a fun deal.
It's fun watching you guys get drunk.
Was it impressive to watch us
scarf down nine
hot dogs and 9 beers? Yeah.
Actually, what was impressive was all the comments the next day on how you guys felt and how you're never going to see a hot dog or eat a hot dog again.
I've not touched a hot dog since.
Yeah.
I've stayed away from bread for the most part, too.
Yeah.
Those buns killed me.
Yeah.
Absolutely killer, but we did succeed in that. If you missed that, you can listen to it. We have it available as a podcast.
Oh, really?
We have made Ridin the Pine available overall as a podcast. You can go to buzzsprout.com and listen to it there. It is also available on Apple. What are all of them? I got to look here.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. It is Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Pocket Casts, Deezer, Listen Notes, Player FM, Overcast, Castro, Castbox, Good Pods, and True Fans.
So if they want to hear it,
so
they
if you
should be able to
Ridin
find
the Pine,
it.
you can hear it.
And it is kind of comical.
As of last night, I'll double check here. Three different downloads so far. This is the first time I've announced that we have it available as a podcast.
And you still have people.
And we still had 3 people download. 2 people downloaded last week's show, and then 1 person downloaded the After Hours show.
Well, that's cool.
So
that's cool.
Without any advertising at all, we had people downloading podcasts. That's the cool thing about this Dry River Radio deal. I was telling you some of the stats from March to April. We launched Dry River Radio March 1st.
Right.
And so we're 2 months in now, and we have the apps up finally.
Right.
April 23rd, I think it was, 23rd or 24th.
Apple got
Android
it
app.
Yeah.
Android got theirs up the week before Apple was up. So now the app is up. You can go to your App Store or Play Store and download the Dry River Radio app. And then you can listen to Ridin the Pine. You can listen to Dry River Radio all day.
Free.
It's free, and you can listen to the Garden City Wind this season.
Yes, I'm kind of excited about that.
I am too. Some of the cool little things, though, is because it's all online, we get all the data that you don't get. You and I both sold radio for a long time, and people would be like, well, how many listeners do you have? Where are they listening from? Blah, 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 blah. Well, you can't gauge that in radio.
Nope,
there's
no
way, but you can do that here. You know, the closest you get is the Nielsen ratings, but that's not even 100% accurate.
No.
So we have this accuracy this analytic accuracy at our disposal. And it was a little, disheartening when I started going through some of it in March.
Right.
And learning about it. But we had just launched the radio station at that point, so it was just, still kind of new. It improved a lot going into April, and I expect it to keep progressing. Hopefully all of you listening share the radio station with your friends and family.
We got some listeners in Holcomb.
Yeah. That's the funny thing. Okay, so we can go listeners by country here.
Right.
In March, we had 188 listeners in the good old US of A.
There you go.
15 unknown. That's people using, like the VPNs or whatever, I'm assuming. 3 in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Must be hockey fans.
Yeah.
1 in Germany.
Or baseball.
One in the UK. And 1 in Lithuania.
Where's Australia?
Australia wasn't on there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Australia's been one of our
I'm
bigger.
disappointed in Andrew Downs and all my friends in Australia. I'm going to have to get on him about that. And I'll definitely tell him that I dropped his name here on Ridin the Pine. That'll get him going. In April, we had 259 listeners in the good old US of A.
That's cool.
11 unknown. So the unknown went down.
Right.
1 in Nigeria.
But the 11 unknown may became regular listeners.
Yeah,
we don't know that. Yeah.
1 in Nigeria. So I'm
Nigeria,
guessing it's the
blows me
prince.
away.
The prince that I just got to send him $100, and then I'll be royalty as well. You remember those those spam emails back in the day? So 1 in Nigeria.
Send me $100 and I'll make you a star.
1 in Croatia.
Oh, that's
and 1 in Canada. So we went down in Canada. We went from 3 to 1 in Canada.
Oh well.
We didn't talk enough hockey, I guess. But our listening hours doubled from March to April.
That's good.
And our downloads have almost tripled.
Wow.
The downloads
That's good.
We had our website actually had less hits than the month before. But that's not a huge deal because we have an app now.
Right.
You don't have to go to the website.
Right.
So that's the cool thing about that. And then our Facebook Live posts, between the severe weather and last week's Ride in the Pine, we were averaging about 150 people
That's good.
per post. So
slowly
getting there. Those aren't huge numbers. I know people, kind of balk at some of those numbers, but when you start from absolutely nothing
and in 2 months,
you're getting to there.
You're just starting your third month.
Yeah. We're it's baby steps here.
Yeah.
We've got 2 fantastic sponsors. One of them, AAA Pawn and Armory, 132 West Kansas Avenue in Garden City. I've got 2 guitars that I've bought there. And a gun, and my wife's wedding ring.
I bought stuff there.
And
to
about
me,
1,000 toys that H has bought
if
there.
you need to cash a check, that's the
Yeah,
place to go
that is
because
the
you
place
get a
to go.
coupon for $1 off.
Yeah.
You get a 2-liter bottle of pop just for cashing the check.
I got one of those little solo cups, and it's full of those coupons. I'm saving them all.
You can try to take them in and use them all at once.
I'm going to use them all at once. Rob told me he put a down payment for something on layaway with just
those
ones.
tickets. Yeah.
So that's my plan, is to do that. I think I need another gun. It's just a need at this point,
Yeah, some people can never have too many guns.
Well, the wife has one. I don't have one anymore. I used to have guns, but I had to get rid of them when I got in trouble with Johnny Law.
See, I live in the ghetto, so I have to have it right here beside
have
I
it
got a
ready.
holster that it sits in right by my bed.
South of the tracks in Holcomb, Kansas. That is, you're not far from where the cutter. What is it? The Cutters.
It's less than 4 blocks.
Yeah, it's
for
like
me.
I was looking at the map the other day, and I didn't realize that house was
The street that
right
or
there.
the driveway that goes through the field back
Is
to the
right
house.
there next to your house.
It's 2 houses away from me.
I didn't realize that until
south
the
of
other
me.
day because I've never seen that house or anything. I
Yep.
just know it still exists. But anyway, the wife has one, and now that I'm clear of all my wrongdoings with Johnny Law and back to being a upstanding member of society.
Well, you're older now.
I'm older, much wiser than I was in my 20s.
Yes, oh God. We don't want to go back to my 20s because that was back when you could get away with everything.
I'm approaching 40. I figured I'd probably better get my crap together at some point. But
it took me to about 50,
Excuse
55, and I'm still not sure I was there.
But I feel like I need a gun now. The wife has one. I don't have one.
Huh.
So it's my turn.
Well, they're legal. In this state, they're legal to
carry and
yeah,
conceal
whatever,
and all of
yeah.
that. Yeah. So very happy to live in the state of Kansas. Very happy. Glad I don't live in Colorado. I like to visit Colorado,
Yeah.
but I don't want to live there.
Most people that live in
Hard
Colorado
pass.
is because of the legalizations of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I mean, there was a lot of people moved to Colorado, a lot of hippies. I thought about it.
That is
But then
true.
I saw the prices and I said, there ain't no way.
Yeah, no. Pass on that.
Kansas is high enough. I don't need to go to Colorado where it's twice as high.
Our other sponsor, Protect Spraying Service.
Yeah. Yep.
They can take care of your weed problem.
Yep.
The weeds in your yard.
Right.
They can't take care of your weed problem, Steve. But
No, they can't take care of
they
that.
can take care of the weeds.
They might be able to
in the
spray
yard.
them, though, to keep all the other weeds away from them.
Yeah. There you go.
Like I got that big crop in the
So
backyard.
we talked about it on the After Hours show. This year, instead of having Protect Spraying come out, I decided to treat my lawn myself.
I remember we
and
talked
that was
about
a
that.
giant failure.
We made a big
Oh,
joke out of
man.
that on Riding the Pine After Hours.
Yeah, Rob was relentless.
He really
He ripped me hard. But yeah, that's the deal. Don't try to do it yourself.
No.
Let the professionals at
Yeah.
Protect Spraying Service come out, service your lawn. They can do weed management. They can do your trees, your shrubs.
Well, don't they do?
They can do complete ground clear if you just want to start all over, which is probably what I'm
well,
going to have
they
to
do lawn
do.
care, don't they?
They do
too?
lawn care.
Yeah.
They do everything.
Everything, yeah.
They are your vegetation management specialists. So get a hold of Protect Spraying Service, 844-308-9693. The number for them, and those of you watching on Facebook Live, it's right there in front of you.
Yeah, it's right there. You can see it.
Right there. You can do it. I don't even know if anybody's watching right now. I haven't even looked.
No, it don't matter.
I don't even.
They
I've got
will
so
eventually.
many tabs open right now. It's weird. But
They will
anyway,
eventually.
on to the sports.
Oh, we're going to talk sports
Yeah,
today?
we're going to talk some sports today.
Okay.
First off, I want to touch on this because you know I love hockey. I'm
Yes,
a
I
big
know.
hockey fan.
You're a big hockey fan.
And Marc-Andre Fleury finishes his NHL career last night.
What was his total?
The stats?
That's what I mean. What was his stats on this?
They are incredible. The Flower, 3 Stanley Cups,
Right.
2009, 2016, and 2017.
Right.
One Vezina Trophy back
That's
in 2021.
21. Yeah.
1,221 total games played. That's regular season and the
Whoa.
playoffs. That's third all time amongst goalies. 575 regular season wins. That's second all time. 92 playoff wins.
Wow.
That's 14. Or I'm sorry, that's fourth
And he
all
retired,
time.
right?
And he retired after last night's loss. So the
So
Flower no longer in
it's
between
gonna
between the posts, but outstanding career.
Oh, yeah.
Hats off to Marc-Andre
Yeah,
Fleury.
No kid. He did an outstanding job.
He played 18 years or something. Basically most of my life, my adult life anyway,
He played.
he was playing. Like
Yeah.
he's a staple. It's not long before we're going to see Ovechkin retire. We're going to see Sidney Crosby retire. We're going to see
Now,
all these
who-
guys
who was the guy
that we've
that,
been cheering on forever.
beat for the scoring?
Ovechkin.
Veskin. That's
Yeah,
what I thought.
that
when
was
you said
Ovi.
that. Yeah, Ovi. Yeah.
Ovi. So yeah,
He's going to
hats off
finish
to him.
what? He'll probably finish out with maybe 10. What do you think?
He'll finish out well over 900 goals, I think.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
He's still got time.
shout out to this high school in Japan,
Oh, I saw that.
Taisha.
Yeah.
I think that's how you say. I don't
I
know.
don't know either, but I saw that. I was like, oh, wow.
They had what was it? Hadn't won more than 2 games in
Yeah.
a season,
Right.
and it's since like 1920 or something stupid like that. Like I mean,
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
yeah, it was unbelievable.
And they got a win in the quarterfinal. They advanced to the quarterfinals, I think it was, after beating the top-ranked team in Japan.
that,
So how about that stadium? If you guys didn't see this, go to our Facebook page, Ridin the Pine, facebook.com, Ridin the Pine
It's a
Radio.
professional baseball stadium
It's
for a high
yeah,
school.
and it is packed.
It's
It is
packed.
packed.
Baseball in Japan is probably the #1 sport of all sports there.
And I love the uniforms because it's like a throwback to the old
Yep.
baseball uniforms. Baseball in Japan is just awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And so yeah, this and there's some weird things. They each in the extra innings they start off with 2 runners on base instead of just 1 at second. They have runners at first and second in
Oh,
Japan.
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so it's really weird. And when you watch the progress of this game on the video, it's very strange how it all played out, but incredible that that school was able to get the victory and advance in the playoffs for the first time.
Ever.
First time. There was somebody who had posted, AL East is finally back to normal. Yankees and Red Sox running the division, Rays using their Satan magic to stay competitive, and Blue Jays and Orioles are back to rotting in the basement. That was MLB Memes that posted that back the 29th, whatever day that was. That would have been Tuesday. So the Yankees are in first place, and I'll look at the updated standings here. By 2 games over the Red Sox.
They're only 2 games up? I figured there'd be more.
The Red Sox are 1 game over 500. So I guess owning the division, you can barely be better than average. The Blue Jays have jumped the Rays since Tuesday. They're
cool.
3 games back. The Rays are 4 games back. The Orioles are just 5.5 back. So you're running the division at 5.5 games.
Right, that's pretty close.
That is one of the most idiotic posts. But MLB Memes and some of those sites are so Yankees and Red Sox heavy that's all you hear about. Speaking of the Rays, they just got swept by the Royals. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Actually, we'll talk about that now because I want to talk about this in the next segment. We'll talk about the Royals now. 3 wins in a row.
Yep.
They've won 7 of their last 8. I'm sorry, they've won actually more than that.
They've won
9 of their last 10.
Right.
2 games over 500 now. It's 17 and 15. Just swept the Rays.
And
the offense has woke up a little bit. The pitching has been outstanding.
They're only 3 games back now.
They're 3 games back now of Detroit.
And Detroit lost.
They've won 2 in a row now.
Oh,
they
Kansas
lost the
City
other
or
night.
Detroit?
Detroit.
Oh, they did win? They won last night?
Cleveland has also won 3 in a row. They're still a game and a half ahead of Kansas City. But they're separating themselves from Minnesota and Chicago, the Royals, the Indians, and the Tigers, the 3 at the top of the Central. The Royals not far out, just a game and a half out of a playoff spot for the wild card.
Well, I think
this is where they need to be right now.
Exactly. We're not even to the break yet for the All-Stars. And usually it's after the All-Star game is when they really start trying to get serious and make their plays to get into it. And I kind of think the Royals, if they can stay healthy with their pitching and their bats and stuff, they got a shot. I really think they do.
I think that they are still my favorite to win the division. I don't think Detroit. It's a great story in Detroit, and they've played really good baseball.
They have,
but I think we're going to see them regress a little bit. I think Cleveland is going to kind of play where they're at. I think Kansas City's going to continue to get better. Bobby Witt Jr.'s hitting the ball well. He's hitting 322.
22 hits in a row, or games in a row he's hit the ball.
Vinny Pasquantino is finally starting to find his stroke a little bit. Salvi's finding his stroke. And that pitching staff. It is an underrated set of starters.
They got 2 starters
are
really excellent. Good. Yeah, they got 2 starters.
Reagans and Lugo and Waka that, that's not going to turn many heads, but it is a very good top of the rotation, and the bullpen has come around, and it has played well as well. This team, they're finding their stride, and with the experience of being in the playoffs last year for this younger team, that experience is going to be huge going forward.
Because they are, Perez is one of the oldest players on the team.
Right.
And you look at the team, every one of them have that fire in their eyes. They want to win. They want to go. And I just think if they stay healthy and you get towards the end of the year, I think you're going to see them really start pounding some teams.
Yeah, and it helps that you have Minnesota and Chicago in the division.
That helps a lot.
Part of this win streak, they played the Rockies, the Astros, and the Rays. The Rays are kind of struggling a little bit. The Astros have been struggling a little bit. The Rockies have historically
been struggling.
We talk about how bad the White Sox are because of how bad they were last year and continue to be bad this year. The Rockies are on pace to win 24 games.
Are you serious?
This year. They are 6-25.
Oh, that's not good.
The White Sox are 8-23, so not much better. 2 games better. Those are the only 2 teams that don't have double-digit wins yet. The next closest, Los Angeles, the Angels, the Marlins, the Pirates and the Orioles all have 12 wins. But 6 and 8.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
See, I think
That's
you know what they
bad.
should do. You have the World Series for the 2 best teams in the league.
Right.
I think they ought to take the bottom 2 teams, the worst team in the National League, the worst team in the American League, and let them duke it out for the rights
To stay in.
to either stay in or to get the draft.
Eliminate. Let's have some regulation here. Yeah, actually,
You guys can't win, you're out.
We'll talk a little bit about that here in just a second because
I saw that.
saw a very interesting thing that I shared on our Facebook,
I saw
and I
that. I
messaged
read
you
it.
guys last night, and
I
I was
read
like,
it.
we're going to talk about this tomorrow.
It was
but,
funny. You sent it to me, and I opened it up, and it was just white. And I go, well, okay, what is this? And then it finally came.
It finally
to me.
popped up. The Royals take on the Orioles tonight, 6:05 start time in Baltimore. So another struggling team. The
Hey.
key for the Royals is keep losing teams losing.
Yeah.
That's what good teams do.
Right.
You don't play down to the level
That game will
of
be
those
on.
teams.
That game will be on Fox tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night it will.
I think it's on
Tonight is on FanDuel or
FanDuel.
whatever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Rob are boycotting FanDuel, I think. I'm so
Yeah, I've heard some of the.
disappointed.
I've
You
heard,
were here and you saw the struggle of trying to
And then-
purchase
and
FanDuel.
then Rob trying to get back on it after he
Yeah.
purchased it,
Yeah, and
and,
then he
it's saying
purchased it.
no.
It wouldn't let him in. It wouldn't let me in.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't let me connect with my TV. Like it wouldn't give me any options to log in.
It's supposed to be
it
totally
made you-
easy, super
made you buy a
simple.
new thing to log in on your TV, and I was like, I've already got to log in. I don't want to do that.
Right.
And so I'm done with FanDuel. I'm done with Major League Baseball, except for MLB TV because I get it for free.
Right.
Because of T-Mobile.
Right.
But otherwise, I'm done with Major League Baseball streaming because it's just such a mess. And
It really
FanDuel
is.
and all the Masson out on the East Coast, the Yes Network, they all have their struggles. Really, Major League Baseball needs to get rid of the RSNs
Right.
as fast as they can, put it all under the MLB TV umbrella, and get rid of blackouts.
Yeah.
Just get rid of. You can up the MLB TV. It's like $125 or $150 a year.
But get rid of the
right
blackouts.
now.
You can raise that.
You can raise it if you
yeah.
get rid of the blackouts to $250. People will pay it. People
Yeah.
like me, people
Yeah.
like Rob,
Right.
will pay that to have access to every single
Single
game
game.
without blackout restrictions.
Right.
Blackouts are just awful, absolutely awful. The thing is, MLB TV is probably the better streaming option out of all the pro sports. It is absolutely fantastic, except when you want to watch your team that you're in their
Right.
area.
It gets blacked out.
Then it gets blacked out. So
Yeah.
that's what.
See, I
we'll-
never really understood that. They won't. The only way they lift the blackout is if it's sold out.
And they won't even do that with
Now,
MLB TV.
Right, but with
Yeah.
football, if it was sold
football,
out, they
yeah.
would lift it.
Yeah.
But I thought, why are you blacking it out?
Because they want
you know,
people. The theory is you black it out so that people will go to the
game. I know.
But the reality is the territories for Major League Baseball, and we're kind of out here. We're in this weird trifecta
Yeah.
of the Rangers and the Rockies and the
And the
Royals.
Royals.
And every once in a while, I'll get the Cardinals blacked out too, and I'm like, what's
Why?
going on?
How do you get the Cardinals blacked
of course,
out here?
Of course, my TV thinks that I'm in Oklahoma City and Tulsa sometimes.
Oh, well,
so
that could be it.
because we have the mobile internet deal.
Yeah.
But anyway, either way, out here it's Royals territory. Well, it's 6 hours to Kansas City.
Yeah.
It's not realistic for people in Garden City, Dodge City, out here in southwestern Kansas to
drive to
drive
Kansas
to
City to watch
to
the
a
game.
game on a Tuesday
Yeah.
and get back for work. Like, it's not realistic, and that's where Major League Baseball has 100% failed with
Yes.
their streaming service because they
I
haven't
think they should. If they're
modified
going to
that.
black out, they should only black out the town
Yeah,
or
you
the
black
city.
out Kansas City. That's
right,
fine.
right, and the surrounding suburbs right
Yeah.
there because it's just all one big city. But black that out. But don't black out the whole state and all of Missouri and
Yeah.
it's like why?
Yeah.
These
It's-
people they're not going to drive 12 hours to see a game.
It's ridiculous. So Dan Clark, at Dan Clark Sports, posted this. He said, "This will offend people, but I don't care.
Yeah, this is
MLB can be so much better if these 10 steps were followed. Number one, and I'll go through all the steps and then we'll talk about them individually here. Number one, merge the Marlins and the Rays. Call them the Florida Fish. Number 2, merge the Orioles and Pirates. Call them the Baltimore Pirates. Number 3, ditch the Rockies. They suck.
Yeah.
Number 4, ditch the White Sox. One team in Chicago is enough. Number 5, ditch the Athletics. They've had their chance to prove themselves viable, but failed. Number 6, expanded Nashville, Montreal, and Portland. Keep it a 28-team MLB. Number 7, split into 4 7-team divisions. Top 2 from each make the playoffs. Number 8, seedings based on overall record in round 1, round 2, and the World Series thereafter. All are best of 7.
Right.
Number 9, introduce a salary floor of $150 million and a cap of $300 million. And number 10, fuck off blackout restrictions, grow the game.
Yes.
I'm so glad that we're on Dry River Radio and
'Cause
not terrestrial radio, because I can say that, and the FCC can't do nothing to me.
About it.
Yeah. So those 10, that's, again, from Dan Clark at Dan Clark Sports, is where you can follow him. We follow Second Take. That's where I saw it, and they had posted that. But, okay, so number 1, merge the Marlins and Rays, call them the Florida Fish. The Marlins have 2 World Series championships. The Rays have been to a couple of World Series.
But both of those are expansion teams, weren't they?
They were both expansion teams.
Yeah.
The Rays can't draw anything.
Nope. Never have.
And I don't know. I haven't looked at the stats on what this year's been, since they're playing in Tampa proper and not St. Petersburg.
Right.
So it might be better attendance this year at George Steinbrenner Field. But either
It didn't
way,
look like it.
they have struggled historically with attendance. The Marlins, they've struggled when they're bad, but when they're good, they haven't struggled.
Yeah.
When the Rays are good, they still struggle with attendance.
Right.
So I don't mind that idea, but I think you'd be better off moving the Rays to Orlando,
Maybe.
who is building a brand new stadium in a push to get a Major League Baseball expansion team. You can move the Rays to Orlando and keep the Marlins where they are. I'm good with them.
Yeah.
Merge the Orioles and Pirates? No.
No.
The Orioles are a historic team. The
And
Pirates are a historic
I was going
team.
to say, they're both long
Those are
franchise teams.
two blue-collar towns that,
Right.
even when their teams are bad, they
They
still
pack the
love their
stadiums,
teams. And that's two of
That's
the
like the
best
Cubs.
ballparks.
It's like the Cubs.
Yeah.
It blows me
Right.
away, man. The Cubs could have the worst year ever, and they'll still sell out their stadium.
Well, yeah. That's
That's
beer,
loyal fans.
Baseball bleachers, man.
Yeah.
But you have two of maybe the prettiest ballparks in all of Major League Baseball, Camden Yards and PNC
Right.
Park,
Yep.
for Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Right.
Dude, no.
No.
Leave those teams the way
them
they are.
alone, yeah.
They are fine. There's no big deal there. Ditch the Rockies. They suck. I think you still need a presence in Denver. I think the Rockies are still a viable team. You know, we saw them make a run, what was it, 2007, 2008,
Somewhere in there,
made
yeah.
a run to the World Series. Historically, they have not been very good because pitching struggles in the high altitude in Denver. But, you know, people in Denver still like him, and I think you still have to have a presence in that region, because otherwise you take them out, you have nobody in like a 6-state circle.
Right. You don't have,
you don't have anybody in Salt Lake City. You don't have anybody in Casper, Wyoming, or whatever.
There's nobody in Wyoming.
There's nobody in Billings, Montana. You know, there's nothing there. You have to go all the way south to Arizona, where the Diamondbacks are in Phoenix, for a team in that region. So I think you have to keep them just to keep a presence in the region. Ditch the White Sox. One team in Chicago is enough. I'm fine with that.
I'm not.
Screw the White Sox.
No, the White Sox is an old.
White Sox suck.
Well, they suck, but they're an old, prestigious team
don't
that
care.
go way,
I'm a
way
Cubs fan.
back.
I'm a Cubs fan.
Both of those teams.
Screw the White Sox.
Both of those teams go way back. Their franchises go back to the beginning. To me, I wouldn't get rid of, move them maybe or whatever, but I wouldn't get rid of them. Not the franchises that have been around forever.
Erase them. They never existed.
You're crazy.
Take their World Series
I like
titles
the White
away.
Sox, man.
Screw the White Sox. Ditch the Athletics. They've had their chance to prove themselves viable, but failed. They've
got 4 teams right there in that area.
Well, yeah.
Come on.
And that's another historic franchise.
Yep.
And the way that things played out in Oakland was bad on both sides.
Exactly.
The idea of them eventually making their way to Vegas is appealing, and so I think you keep with that plan. But if that plan doesn't play out, they've had pretty good attendance so far in Sacramento. People are enjoying having a major league team in Sacramento.
Pretty big out
and
in California.
The A's are 2 games over 500.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is a bad team we're talking about.
No.
They're actually playing pretty good baseball. So I'm good with the Athletics. Just get rid of the White Sox. Screw the White Sox.
You know, I would actually, I'm like you though. If the Athletics decided that they were going to try to go to Vegas, I think
that's what they're trying to do.
That's what I think. I think that would be cool, because then you have the Raiders and the Athletics back together again in the same.
Right.
But the other thing is, you've got the San Francisco Giants, you got the San Diego Padres out there, you got the LA Angels, you've got, what is it, the other LA team?
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers, yeah, which are kicking butt this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, how many teams does California need?
Yeah.
I mean, Texas, what do they have, 2?
And it's California. California sucks too.
Yeah, but Texas has what, 2 teams?
I'm just negative. Houston and Texas, yeah.
They only have 2 teams, and they're one of the biggest states in our.
Give Amarillo make the Sod Poodles an MLB team. Come on, let's get real here.
Let's get the banana guys in there.
Let's do it. Number 6, expanded Nashville, Montreal, and Portland, and then keep the Major League Baseball at 28 teams. I'm good with the 30 teams that they're at now.
Yeah,
I'm good with the divisions the way they are now.
Yeah.
They're better aligned divisions than what the NFL has.
Yes, very much.
They're better aligned divisions than pretty much all the other major sports. Major League Baseball has done a pretty good job of aligning the divisions the way they are. Expanding to Nashville, Montreal, and Portland, those are the top 3 cities that keep coming up every time expansion talks happen.
Yep.
I'm good with all 3 of those. I miss the days of the Expos. I know that they struggled to sell tickets there at the Olympic Stadium.
In Montreal?
In Montreal.
Yeah.
But that was
big
because
stadium,
you had the same situation that you have with the A's.
Exactly.
It's exactly the same situation that played out in Montreal at the start of this century. That's when the Expos moved to Washington. So I'm good with all 3 of those. Getting a team. Portland is a huge baseball town.
Yes, they are.
They love baseball in Portland. And then Nashville.
Some of the nicest university and college stadiums are in Oregon,
in the upper Northwest. Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah,
man.
they are. And then Nashville is a town that's been on the rise for some time. They've got the Titans there.
Right.
They've got the Predators there.
Right.
They've drawn well for those teams. Even as bad as the Titans have been here of late. I'm good with expanding to Nashville, and it's a cool city. It's a tourist city. It's like your Vegas. It's a Vegas for country music fans.
The thing about Nashville is, if they have a team, then the people are going to, they're going to go. They're not just going to go to the game in Nashville, because there's so much stuff.
There's so much stuff.
I mean, you got to go check out the Opry. Even if you don't go to a show, you still got to go down there and check it out. Andrew Jackson's mansion out on the interstate.
So I got a proposal for the Nashville team. They can be the Nashville Joey Dean and the Dry River Bands.
There you go.
That's what they need to be.
Yeah.
Yep. We solved, and that will
Dry River baseball.
That will solve all the problems with country music if people just start listening to us instead.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 7, split into 4 7-team divisions. Top 2 from each make the playoffs. I don't care about splitting the divisions. Like I said, I like 30 teams and the way it's set up now. I don't think you need to go more than 30 teams at all.
I think
the top 2 from each division making the playoffs in that format, I like that. I like having only 8 make the playoffs. I don't like the way the NBA does it, the NHL does it, where half the league goes to the playoffs.
In the playoffs, you have best out of 5 in the beginning. Then you go to the best out of 7. I'm thinking, why shouldn't it be just the best out of 7 when you get down to the last 4 teams?
Yeah.
Don't worry about in the beginning. In the beginning, if I win, I move on.
Back in the early days of baseball, they do like 14-game series.
Oh wow!
Like some of those World Series are like crazy. I'm good with 7. I'm good with 5.
Yeah.
And then 7 in the championship and the World Series, but I'm good with 7 because I think it's more true to baseball, a 7-game series is, because baseball is not about one. Like football is, you get one game a week,
Right.
win this week, and then
You go to the next
then
game.
you move on. With baseball, they play 3 games, 4-game series all season long,
And they do it
and
with like
they
a
do
day
it
off
over
between.
100. Yeah, they do it over 162 games, and so it's more the cumulative than it is the instant deal. Like, I hated the 1-game playoff because that's not truly baseball. I was happy to have a 3-game
But in the
playoff, but
beginning-
still it sucked. 7-game playoff is perfect for baseball.
It is when you get to the end. But to me, instead of doing the 3 out of 5, do 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Get it there a little bit faster.
I think part of the problem also is there's delay,
Oh gosh.
and the postseason for all major sports is so drawn out,
Yeah.
and you can throw college in there as well. We don't need a month and a half between the end of the regular season in college
Right.
football and the bowl games.
Right.
We don't need that.
No,
Just
we need to go do it.
just go play the damn games.
Or schedule the games to make
we
it to the
we shouldn't
January.
be waiting until January 1st to play playoff games, for crying out loud. Yeah, don't get me started on that one. Number 8, seedings based on overall record in round 1, round 2, and the World Series thereafter. I think you can seed based on overall record after round 1. I think round 1, if you win your division,
You should go.
you should have
It
a
shouldn't
home
matter. Right.
field advantage and all that.
It should not matter.
It shouldn't matter if you win your division.
Right.
After that, then you can reseed
Exactly.
by record. I think that's how
Right.
that should go.
I do too. I agree with that.
Introduce a salary floor of $150 million and a cap of $300 million.
So that means a guy that can't hit the ball but can play outfield really good could still make $150 million a
No,
year.
no, that's your entire roster.
I know. I know. I was just.
It'd be nice though.
That would be, wouldn't it?
Um,
Hey, I'll stand out here and make $150 million.
You're right. I actually am okay with that. I think there should be a floor, and I think this should be, across all sports. There should be a floor because you have teams that tank, and baseball is notorious for it. Teams that tank on purpose, and I think having that salary floor would help with that.
Right.
I think there should be a cap as well. I've been against a cap for a long, 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 long time, but I think it would help with some of the things that we're seeing, especially the way we've seen the Dodgers manipulate
Yes.
everything
The
and
Yankees
stable
aren't
below the
paying.
luxury tax and
Yeah.
all that. And I think if you're going to have these delayed contracts,
Right.
these 70-year contracts or whatever, I think there needs to be a way to manage that if you're other teams.
Right.
And, just because the Dodgers have the ability to do that doesn't mean everybody has the ability to do that. They can do that,
Right.
but it doesn't mean that they are fiscally stable enough to do that.
What gets me is you see these star players, and they'll sign a 7-year contract for 13 point something $million a year, whatever. And 2 years they're no longer with the team.
Yeah.
So do they still get that money, or?
No. Well, it depends if they're traded. Depends on if they're released.
That's what I
and
think.
so
But I'm
there's-
thinking,
there's
you see this
things.
all the time. These guys sign these great big contracts, and 2 years later they get traded to another team,
Yeah.
or something. And
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
that
where
when
did
they're
the money
traded,
go?
the contract goes with them, and they usually renegotiate with the team they trade to. Number 10, fuck off blackout restrictions, grow the game.
yes.
Yes.
Big applause for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I don't think there should be
Yes.
blackout. The only blackout I think there should be would be, like I said, the city itself.
Right. But, we're at an age now, we're in an era of instant access media. It doesn't matter if you
They can black
it
it out all they want. You're still going to find the game
You're
somewhere.
still going to find it somewhere. Somebody's going to be
Yeah.
videoing something on their cell phone or whatever, even though
Yep.
you're not supposed to. Doesn't matter. So just get rid of the damn blackouts. Put all the streaming under MLB TV.
There you go.
Raise the price to $250 a year.
And let
I'm good
people
with
see the
that.
games.
And then you can watch 162 games a
Their
year
fan base
of your
will
team,
grow.
and it will.
And the other thing is all their sales on the paraphernalia and stuff will grow even more because now you got more people seeing these games.
Right.
And their little Bobby down there, I want that banner, or I want a helmet like that, or I want, I
Right.
want his jersey. And so their stores, like Kansas City's Chiefs store and the Royal store, they're going to do a lot better. And they're going to get a lot more of their mail-in or over the internet online sales than they had or than what they have. I mean, to me, there's a lot of advantages of stopping the blackout stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
I mean, I think they're actually losing a major marketing value for them by doing the blackouts.
So Dan Clark had those 10 things. Dan Clark Sports is where you can follow him. Some good ideas, some not so good ideas. I'm all for ditching the White Sox and fuck off blackout restrictions.
Well, you just don't like the White Sox.
I just don't like the White Sox. Can we get rid of the Cardinals too?
Good luck.
Yeah, get rid of the Cardinals too. Done with the White Sox and Cardinals. We don't need them anymore.
I used to be a big Cardinals fan back when I was younger.
I'm sorry.
That was when they had Montgomery at shortstop, and they had.
Back in the day,
they actually had a team.
Yeah, back in the day. MLB standings, we'll take a look at that when we come back. We'll take a quick break. This is Ridin the Pine here on a Friday. It's presented by AAA Pawn and Armory.
If you need a place to cash your paycheck or are looking for a little extra cash, stop by AAA Pawn and Armory. AAA Pawn and Armory has a wide selection of slightly used items such as TVs, guitars, golf clubs, tools, jewelry, and more. They also have a large inventory of rifles, shotguns, and handguns, as well as ammo in stock. So whether you are looking for your next firearm, TV, or other item, or you just need to cash a check or pawn something for a little extra money, don't go anywhere but AAA Pawn and Armory, 132 West Kansas Avenue in Garden City.
It's coming! It's headed right for us! It's already here!
Garden City Wind Baseball returns May 28th, and you can catch all the action on Dry River Radio. Swung on and hit deep. Back to the track, to the wall. Touch them all down, men, buddy. We're tied at 7. Join the award-winning broadcast team and hear every game, home and away, on the Dry River Radio app or dryriverservices.com. O'Donnell comes set. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. He strikes out the side, and Garden City is going to the Mountain Division Championship Series. The Garden City Wind will look to run it back as Mountain North champs and look for that elusive Mountain Division Championship and a Pecos League title as well. Hear all the action starting May 28th, right here on Dry River Radio. Welcome back, bench warmers. It is Ridin the Pine here on Dry River Radio. Joe Dean and Stevie Sticks hanging out with you. Stevie Sticks
over in the corner,
burning one down over there.
Yeah, it's a cigarette.
He's ripping heaters in the corner. That's what Stevie Sticks is doing. Jim Leland style. Those of you remember manager Jim Leland of the Tigers and who else? Wasn't he at Pirates? I think he was with the Pirates.
Might have been. I can't remember.
He used to rip heaters in the dugout.
Yep.
Yeah, good times. Good times, Jim Leland. It's good stuff. Current Major League Baseball standings is what we're going to take a look at. In the American League, AL East, New York Yankees at 18-13. They're 2 games up on the Boston Red Sox, who are 17-16.
Come on, Red Sox.
3 games up on the Blue Jays, who are 15-16.
Come on, Blue Jays.
4 games up on the Rays, who are 14-17 and have lost 3 in a row. All those are the Royals, by the way. And 5.5 games up on the Baltimore Orioles, who are 12-18. In the AL Central, the Detroit Tigers, 20 games won. That is the second most in Major League. Actually, it'd be the third because there's 2 teams with 21.
Right.
But second most wins, 20-12 on the year. That's better than the Yankees. That's better than the Mariners. That's better than the Red Sox. That's better than the Padres and Giants and Braves and all of them.
What about the Dodgers?
It's not better than the Dodgers. But Detroit, 20-12, a game and a half up on Cleveland, who's 18-13. 3 games up on Kansas City at 17-15. Minnesota, 7 games back at 13-19, and the Chicago White Sox
bringing up the rear.
Just 11 and a half back
Yeah, not bad.
3-7 in the last 10.
See if they can make that up after the All-Star game.
8-23 on the year. The Royals right now, the hottest team in baseball, winners of 9 of their last 10 games. Out in the West, the Seattle Mariners, they've been a surprise a little bit. I thought they were going to be good. I thought that and I still think that they're probably one bat away from really being a contender, but they've thrown up some runs this year, 152 on the year.
Oh, wow.
Their pitching's been really good. They're 18-12, leading the West, ahead of the Astros, who have had a nice resurgence here of late, especially after getting swept by the Royals.
Yep.
16-14 on the year are the Astros, 2 games back. Also 2 games back are the A's. I love how it's just athletics. You got Houston Astros, Seattle Mariners, just athletics.
They don't say.
It's
well, no one knows really where they're from.
Right now, they're the Sacramento Athletics.
Yeah.
They are 17-15, 2 games back of the Mariners. The Rangers 3 games back at 16-16, and the Angels, who started off really hot, have lost 6 in a row. They're 2-8 in their last 10. 12-18 overall, 6 games back.
But
for the Angels.
Their one guy got hurt.
Yeah.
Can't think of his name.
They always have injuries in LA. It's ridiculous. I just don't understand what happens with the Angels every single year. And I kind of talked about that last week.
Yeah.
And we talked about that on the After Hours deal.
Well, every year.
They won the World Series in, 2002 or whatever.
Yeah.
But
with injuries.
Yeah, it's just been injury after year. They've had 1 playoff year with Mike Trout, 0 with Trout and Ohtani.
Yeah,
like,
they're always hurt.
What are you doing? In the National League, the Mets lead the East at 21-11. That is tied for the most wins in Major League Baseball. They are 3.5 games up on the Fightin' Phillies from Philadelphia. 17-14 are the Phils. The Braves have bounced back after just an abysmal start. 14-16 now. They're 7-3 in their last 10, 6 games back of the Mets. The Nationals, good old Nationals, 14-18, 7 games back. You know I call them the Nationals, don't you?
Because they're Nats?
Years ago, it was probably 2010 or somewhere in there. They got new jerseys that they wore onto the field. They were spelled wrong.
Yes,
they were
I
spelled
that.
Nationals.
Yeah.
And they were bad too. The Nats were bad back then, and it was a big joke.
Well, they've only had 1 or 2 good years since
those Miami, Florida Marlins, the Florida Fish, 12-18, 8 games back in the East. In the Central, my Cubs, go Cubs, go baby. 19-13, 2 games up on the Cincinnati Reds, who are 17-15. Both those teams have won 6 of their last 10. But they won last night, so that's what matters. The Brew Crew, 16-16, 3 games back of the Cubbies. The Cardinals, 14-18, where they belong, 5 games back of the Cubs. And the Pirates, 12-20, 7 games back. And finally in the West, the Dodgers have reclaimed the lead in the West. They are 21-10, tied for the most wins in Major League Baseball. It is the best record in Major League Baseball as well. They are a game and a half up on the Padres at 19-11, 2.5 up on the Giants at 19-13, 4 up on the Diamondbacks at 17-14, and 15 games up on those fighting Colorado Rockies, 6-25.
Yeah, that's the only team in that.
That's the only one with a losing record
in that conference, in that division. Yeah.
We talked last week about the run differential. It's gotten a little better in the American League. It's still insane in the National League. Only 4 teams with a negative run differential in the National League. That's the Nationals, the Marlins, the Pirates, and the Rockies. Everybody else is positive in run differential in the National League. In the American League, everybody's negative, except for 7 teams. Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, Tigers, Twins, Mariners, and Astros are the only ones with a positive run differential in the American League. The Royals sitting at -5, so they've recovered some of that, and they're making progress in the right direction. 105 runs scored is it for the Royals, which is the second fewest in the American League, only behind the Rangers. The freaking White Sox have 4 more runs scored than the Royals this year. But the Royals have only given up 110 runs, and that is the second fewest
I was
in the
gonna say,
American
that
League,
should
behind
be-
only the Astros, who have given up 104. So the pitching has been good. The hitting has finally started coming around a little bit for the Royals here
Well,
in the
I think
last
they ought to
couple of
buy
weeks.
some bats from the Yankees.
Yeah, just go purchase it.
Now, Witt, he don't need it. Perez doesn't need it. But some of the other guys that might be struggling get one of them torpedo bats. All you got to do is make contact.
Right. So yeah, that's where things stand right now in Major League Baseball. Yeah, we're due for, I guess, our last break, and then come back and do the picks. I guess that's where we're at, Steve.
Okay.
So we're gonna
Who
do
we
that.
picking?
We're gonna pick winners, hopefully, if we're any good at what we do, which we're not. So we'll take a
Not
break.
at picking winners, we're not. Or I'd be a millionaire.
This is Ride the Pine, presented by AAA Pawn and Armory, right here on Dry River Radio.
It's coming! It's headed right for us! It's already here!
Garden City Wind Baseball returns May 28th, and you can catch all the action on Dry River Radio. Swung on and hit deep. Back to the track, to the wall. Touch them all, Dom and Buddy. We're tied at 7. Join the award-winning broadcast team and hear every game, home and away, on the Dry River Radio app or dryriverservices.com. O'Donnell comes set. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. He strikes out the side, and Garden City is going to the Mountain Division Championship Series. The Garden City Wind will look to run it back as Mountain North champs and look for that elusive Mountain Division Championship and a Pecos League title as well. Hear all the action starting May 28th, right here on Dry River Radio.
If you need a place to cash your paycheck or are looking for a little extra cash, stop by AAA Pawn and Armory. AAA Pawn and Armory has a wide selection of slightly used items such as TVs, guitars, golf clubs, tools, jewelry, and more. They also have a large inventory of rifles, shotguns, and handguns, as well as ammo in stock. So whether you are looking for your next firearm, TV, or other item, or you just need to cash a check or pawn something for a little extra money, don't go anywhere but AAA Pawn and Armory, 132 West Kansas Avenue in Garden City.
Welcome back to Riding the Pine here on Dry River Radio. We were having a discussion off the air about the WNBA, and Steve, you just made the comment, I think it's better than the NBA. Yes, I will second that. I still don't watch the WNBA. I do listen to the Thunder games on the radio in the NBA, and when I can, I'll watch some of it. I do enjoy
the Oklahoma
listening,
Thunder
though.
is kicking.
Yeah, the Thunder.
They're good this year.
That series that they just finished with Memphis was outstanding.
Yes,
I
they
loved
just-
every minute of it.
yes.
The 29-point
Well, I'm a Thunder
comeback
fan.
and everything. I am too.
Yeah.
And I listened to the games on the radio
Right.
because when I lived in Oklahoma City, that's what I did.
Right.
Because I'd be working. I worked. I was the maintenance supervisor of an apartment complex, and so I was always
Just listening to the
working late at night trying to get an apartment ready, and I'd listen to the games, and so I enjoy listening to those guys on the call, and so I still do that now, but I don't really watch the NBA that much.
I don't either.
If a game's on, I'll watch it, but usually not regular season unless it is the Thunder. If it's LA and somebody, I'm probably not going to watch it. But I do enjoy the Thunder games, and they are playing very well right now in the NBA playoffs. But overall, you're right. It's probably more entertaining to watch the WNBA than it is the NBA.
The thing that gets me about the WNBA is you've got there's girls that shoot the ball and can shoot really well.
Right.
But you've got some pretty good-sized ladies on these teams that the refs let them bang and play under the board. I mean, I've seen flying elbows, and they don't get caught. It's like pushing and shoving, and things that would normally be called a foul, they don't really call. They let them duke it out, and then some of the shooting especially Caitlin Clark and Graham. Some of those players, half court's nothing for them to make.
Right.
It's like I can barely get the ball from free throw line. So.
Right.
And here's this little girl at 6 foot shooting one from half court and stripping the net. I'm thinking, dad, gum, man.
All right, so we got 5 minutes left.
All right, let's do
so
it.
let's
Let's
do
do
these
it.
picks brought to you by Protect Spraying Service, your vegetation management specialist. Check them out, protectspraying.com, or give them a call, 844-308-9693, serving all of Southwest Kansas and the Panhandles. All right, so 5:10 p.m. this evening, Nationals at the Reds. Steve, who do you got?
Reds.
I am going to take the Reds as well in that one. The Padres at the Pirates. Dylan Cease going for the Padres. Keller going for the Pirates.
Yeah. I think I'll take the Padres.
I'm going to take the Pirates at home. PNC Park.
You didn't tell me they were at the Pirates.
Yeah, it's at PNC Park. Apple TV Plus has the game, by the way, at 5:40.
That's where the guy fell out of the...
That is where that was crazy.
That was great. And they kept playing the game until they got the out before anybody went over to check the guy.
I've been drunk at a ballpark before, but I've never been so drunk that I propelled myself over the railing and onto the field of play. Hopefully that guy ends up being okay and 100% recovered.
He landed on his shoulder and his head.
Jeez, dude. The Diamondbacks at the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park tonight.
Diamondbacks at the Phillies.
Both teams are 17 and 14.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's a tough one. Who's pitching for the Diamondbacks?
It is Kelly going for the Diamondbacks, Luzardo going for the Fighting Phils.
I'll do the Phillies.
I'm going to take the Phillies as well. The Royals at the Orioles tonight.
It's the
Michael
Royals.
Wacha on the mound for the Royals.
I go with the Royals.
Waka.
Royals is my baseball team.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Royals
So
too.
I go with the Royals.
The Rays at the Yankees.
Well, that's another one I don't like. The
Pepio
Yankees.
against Fried.
I don't like the Yankees, and I want them to lose, but they're probably going to win that game.
I'm going to take the Rays. I believe in you, Tampa.
You believe in the Tampa Rays?
Your Satan devil magic or
Well, they're
whatever.
due to win.
Whatever Dan Clark said.
They're due for a win.
The Guardians at the Blue Jays.
Ooh, Blue Jays. I'll take the Blue Jays.
Charlie Bassett's going for the Jays. Yeah, I'm going to take the Jays too. Yeah. The Twinkies, the Twins at the Red Sox.
Oh, that's tough.
Is it?
Well, I don't know.
The Twins are 13 and 19. The Red Sox 17 and 16.
To me,
Twins
the records don't matter as much as who's pitching.
4 and 13 on the road are the Twins.
Really?
Yeah. Not good.
And
Not
they're on
good.
the road, right?
They're on the road.
Yeah, I'll take the other
Taking
team.
the Red Sox
Yeah.
too. Athletics at Marlins.
That's another one that's... I'll go with the A's just because that was the team I played for.
I'm going for the A's, or going with the A's. Going for them too, against the Fish.
Yeah.
The Dodgers at the Braves. The Braves have been hot lately.
Yeah,
Yamamoto going for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I'll take the Dodgers.
Holmes going for the Braves. I'm going to take the Dodgers as well. Yamamoto, by the way, on my fantasy baseball team. So, just throw a shutout, bud.
Yeah, there you go.
Astros at the White Sox. Look out.
Astros.
Yeah.
Watch the White Sox win.
Screw the White Sox. Mariners at the Rangers tonight.
I'll go with the Rangers.
I'm going to go with the Mariners.
There you go.
Yeah. The Cubs at the Brewers.
Cubs.
Yeah, go Cubs, go, baby. Let's go. Mets at Cardinals.
Mets.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the Cardinals. Tigers at the Angels.
Tigers.
I'm going to go for the Halos because I want the Halos to win. That's why. And last but not least, 9:15 tonight, must-watch ball game on MLB Network. The 6-25 Rockies at the 19-13 Giants. Zenzaletta against Ray
And they're playing where?
in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be San Francisco.
I'm going to take the Rockies. Let's do it. Let's go. Tonight's the night.
I would like to see them win that game. I just really don't think it's going to happen.
Tonight's the night, Denver. Tonight is the night. That is our picks. That is our show.
And how much money are we putting on these picks?
No, nothing. Not a damn thing.
Oh.
We've got 25 seconds left. We'll be back again next week, noon to 1. I will have a brand new back when we come back next
Hey,
week.
that's
So,
right.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see if I'm able to do
I can't
it
believe
next
you're doing
week.
this well without taking any meds for the pain.
I am struggling over here.
I bet,
But
I bet.
that will do it for us today. Have a great rest of your Friday. Don't forget, go check out some live music this weekend. This has been Riding the Pine, presented by AAA Pawn and Armory.
See ya.